It was one of those warm summer mornings in Austin, Texas, when the sun crept through the blinds, painting golden stripes across the floor. I had just returned home after a long week at college, and for the first time in months, I felt relaxed. My name is Emily Parker, and this story is about one of the most unexpectedly awkward days of my life, a moment that started with pure embarrassment but ended with laughter, forgiveness, and a valuable lesson about communication and trust. I come from a pretty normal American family. My dad, Michael Parker, is an architect, my mom Susan, is a school teacher, and I have a younger cousin named Ryan, who had recently come to stay with us for a few weeks during his internship. Ryan and I had grown up together, more like siblings than cousins, but since we'd both gone off to college, we hadn't seen each other in over a year. That morning, the house was quiet. Mom and Dad had gone grocery shopping, and Ryan had said he was heading to the gym. I thought I had the whole place to myself. After unpacking my bag, I decided to take a long shower to wash away the travel fatigue. I turned on the warm water, humming softly to myself, letting the steam fill the bathroom. It was peaceful, until the moment that completely flipped the calm morning upside down. Just as I was rinsing my hair, I suddenly heard the bathroom door creak open. My heart skipped a beat. I froze. For a split second, I thought it might be Mom. Maybe she forgot something, but then a startled male voice echoed, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry." It was Ryan. He had come back early from the gym, not realizing I was home or that I was in the shower. I screamed, "Ryan, get out!" in total panic. He quickly backed out, apologizing repeatedly, shutting the door behind him so fast that he nearly tripped on the hallway rug. I turned off the water immediately, grabbed my towel, and just stood there for a few seconds, my heart pounding like crazy. The shock of the moment was so strong that I didn't even know whether to laugh or be angry. When I finally gathered myself, I got dressed quickly, still shaking my head at the absurdity of what just happened. When I stepped out of the bathroom, Ryan was sitting on the couch, face buried in his hands, clearly mortified. "I am so sorry, Emily," he blurted out as soon as he saw me. "I didn't know you were home. I thought no one was here, and I swear it was an accident." I sighed, still feeling flustered but trying to stay calm. "It's okay, Ryan, just knock next time, please." He nodded vigorously. "Yes, of course. I don't know how that even happened. I swear I'll never enter a room again without knocking twice." The tension was so thick that for a moment, neither of us knew what to do. But then I noticed how embarrassed he was. His ears were literally red. That sight made me burst out laughing. The whole situation was so ridiculously awkward that laughter felt like the only thing left to do. Ryan looked up, surprised, then started laughing too. Soon, we were both cracking up, tears in our eyes, shaking our heads at how easily something innocent could turn into the most uncomfortable moment ever. Later that afternoon, Mom and Dad came home, and Ryan, still guilty, confessed before I could even say a word. "Aunt Susan, I think I need to tell you something. I accidentally walked in on Emily this morning." My mom looked at him, confused. "What do you mean, walked in?" He stammered through the story while I stood behind him, trying to hide my face. When he finished, Mom simply sighed, trying not to laugh. "Well," she said, "I guess this is why we knock on doors in this house." Dad chuckled quietly from behind his newspaper, clearly amused but pretending to be serious. For the rest of the week, Ryan wouldn't stop apologizing. Every time I entered a room, he'd step back dramatically, saying, "Ladies first," like he was acting in an old-fashioned movie. It became an inside joke between us, one that, surprisingly, brought us closer as cousins again. A few days later, I decided to tease him a little. I hung a big sticky note on the bathroom door that said, "Warning, Emily's own, knock or regret it." When he saw it, he laughed so hard that he took a picture and made it his phone wallpaper for a week. The awkward shower incident slowly faded into one of those funny family stories we'd remember for years. It taught us both something simple but important, that privacy and communication go hand in hand, and sometimes, the best way to deal with embarrassment is through understanding and humor. Months later, when Ryan's internship ended, and he was about to leave, he said with a grin, "I'll never forget this summer, Em. You taught me the most important rule of family life, always knock first." I rolled my eyes but smiled. Glad I could help you learn basic human etiquette, I teased. We both laughed again, remembering how something so awkward had turned into a harmless memory that strengthened our bond. Epilogue. It's funny how life's most embarrassing moments often become the ones that connect us the most. When I look back now, I don't feel awkward or annoyed anymore, just grateful that Ryan and I could laugh through the discomfort and handle it maturely. Because, at the end of the day, life is full of surprises, and sometimes all it takes is one awkward shower incident to remind us that we're human, and that laughter really does make everything better.